Vandaag ben jij de baby en ik je sugar daddy. Je weet toch, Roxiro betaalt de bill. Jij krijgt alles wat je wil. Schat, let maar niet op de prijs. Die bon is van mij. Zet die moed in het ijs. Die bon is van mij. Je zegt me schat, geef eventjes je pas. Dan haal ik nog een rondje.
Hi, welcome back to my new episode. This is still season 2, episode 26. It's called The Hallway That Tilts. This is story number 6. Before we get started, I want to say thank you for tuning in, and please click like, share, and subscribe. Anyway, yes, last time we did the episode 25 is when I was going to do my book. And yes, I'm probably going to be writing my book, but we're not going to do it right now. I just don't know when we're going to do it. Hopefully we will get started really soon. So anyway, yesterday I got home early and I finally finished my sweater. It's on OfferUp if you guys would want to check it out. I put it for everyone to see it. I put the price on it. It is actually $20 if anyone would like to check it out. Yes, so it's also on Instagram, it's on TikTok, and so before we get started, I want to say thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I want to say thank you for all your support about this. And when you do your videos on YouTube, you actually do get paid for this. It's a part of the job, and it's actually fun doing it. I'm actually happy about it. So anyway, I just want to say please click like, share, and subscribe. And let's get started with the ghost stories. Okay, so we are still on second season on episode 26. So it is called The Hallway That Tilts. Lena moved into a vintage apartment with a long, narrow hallway. Every time she walked through it at night, she felt like the floor shifted slightly, just enough to make her uneasy. She installed a level and video equipment, but nothing ever showed any movement. Then she noticed when she walked through while thinking of someone she'd lost, the hallway seemed longer, the walls closer. One night, she entered the hallway and never came out the other side. Her roommate later found her keys, but no Lena. Wow, that is the weirdest story I just read. It just gave me freaking chills. Let's go to discussions. Okay, so is the hallway responding to emotion, memory, or grief? My guess that it's both. When Lena moved into a new apartment, she felt something that's uneasy, and I think Lena was just grieving from someone that she lost in the past. Maybe she just wants to move on, probably. But I if I literally, if I lost someone, I would probably continue on grieving. I would push everything away, push everyone away, and figured out how to communicate with my loved ones if I lost any of them. But this is grief talking, and it's your memories that are replaying um, everything, like when you moved in or like whoever you lost. It's like a witness. It's a time loop that it actually happened. Lena literally installed everything that could um, help her catch some evidence of what's going on in her hallway. It can be very responsive, but Lena literally somehow disappeared out of thin air, and they're still like trying to figure out what happened to her. But yes, so let's go to number 2. Why might the hallway stretch only at night? Ooh, that's a good question. I think maybe it's because it haunts only at night, because that's what ghosts do. They only end up haunting the place at night. Maybe something happened in that apartment before Lena even moved in. Lena probably didn't know that shit could happen to her. If it was me, I would probably try to figure it out. I would probably want to cleanse my house before I even move in, or like install a bunch of cameras and capture every activity that's been happening at night, especially in the hallway. I probably would want to find out what the fuck's happening. I would probably install cameras and that are motion censored, and I would probably literally get all the evidence and proof and maybe send it to, I don't know, the cops. I probably would. But my house ain't haunted right now. That I live at in Oak Creek Apartments right here in Bellevue, nothing has ever happened into our apartment. But before I moved to Omaha 5 years ago, our house was really fucked up, haunted. It's probably because something bad happened in that house, but I'm not going to get into it right now. So if nobody wants to listen to that, that's okay. But yes, things happen all the time because maybe some murder shit happened in the past, like a few decades ago. Lena would have discovered that. She would have researched it, but she felt uneasy. Maybe she's becoming a psychic medium or whatever happened to her at night. I say she did the smart thing, install cameras and figured out how to capture all the evidence and replay it. Then she would soon discover what was happening in her apartment. But instead, she literally disappeared out of thin air. Maybe the apartment chose her somehow. Lena is probably still out there, not knowing what is going on. Her roommate literally is still trying to solve the case, what happened to her, or she maybe been killed somehow, but maybe Lena just needs to uncover everything what happened. Could Lena's mind have altered the physical space or vice versa? It probably might have been. Maybe Lena didn't know she was dead. Maybe it's the memories I mean, she blocked them years ago. If she died in that apartment, she didn't know what happened to her. Lena literally, well, she didn't know what was happening, but that's why she needed to uncover everything. She didn't know. She probably still need to find out how it happened to her, how she disappeared, and why her apartment is still like literally going off at night. This always happens constantly. So let's go to number 4. What does the hallway symbolize? Regret, transition, or denial? I'm thinking all of it. The hallway literally is haunted only at nighttime because the spirits are only doing this at night, maybe at nighttime, but Lena just doesn't understand a word what's going on. Her mind is like all clouded up and fucked up. So when Lena disappeared, she has no memory of what's going on with her. But yeah, it could be denial, it could be everything. Her memories are just clouded with a bunch of shit. But if it was my house, it would probably go ballistic. It can be regret, it can be transitioning, it can be denial, but it happens a lot. Let's go to 5. If the hallway is a threshold, what lies beyond? Well, if you step into a threshold, your memories can come back, or it can still be clouded. It lies because it clearly your mind is progressing, processing of everything, what happened in the past. Lena, for instance, she is wrapped around her little mind of what happened in the hallway. Her mind is fighting literally constantly between physical thing and denial and transition. She has no idea. She might be dead, buried somewhere, but she literally has no idea what happened to her. That is the reason why she can't get any progress going, all the investigations. Her mind is just clouded. That's just how she is now. But yeah, was Lena trying to get lost? I think maybe she's probably lost now, but she's trying to uncover everything. Lena just wants to find out what's going on. How can she find her way back? She's probably getting lost constantly, but the further she goes, the more lost she gets. She just needs to research of the apartment, any background, what happened in there. It goes back maybe centuries or decades, maybe centuries, but I think probably she just needs to go deeper and find out what is going on in her apartment. Maybe there's some kind of mass murder going on in the apartment and no neighbor has ever done anything about it because they were too scared. But they've called the cops so many times, but the cops couldn't do anything about it. They're still trying to figure it out what happened, but like I said, shit happens. Literally. Where I live right now, on a 3rd floor, there was a sweet old man who passed away, like from, I don't know, any causes, whatever, like natural cause. He was just a sweet old man who loved everyone and everyone loved him, but they didn't know what happened to him. So our house, like our apartment, we live in the basement, and there's one day that I was working on my project and I looked out the window. I saw maybe someone looking through a window towards me or whatever. My boyfriend came home that night, and as soon as he sat down, he looked through the window and he was shocked. He saw a sweet old man that was our neighbor. He passed away and nobody knew what was going on. Nobody found him until days later. Well, his family probably didn't know that he died, but he wasn't very harmful. He didn't say any horrible shit about anyone. He was just minding her own business, and he was just somehow unexpectedly died. So I don't know where that spirit of our neighbor is now. Yeah, maybe he's moved on, or he probably, I don't know, still lingering around, or God must have took him to heaven where he can be taken care of properly. So rest in peace, whoever you are who lived in our apartment, like on the third floor above us. Yeah. Okay, let's go to number 7. Is this a warning against carrying unsolved loss? It might be, yes. It can be. So, anyone who lost any loved one, like a grandma or a mom or a sister or an aunt, it can be resolved. It can be like more investigations and maybe unsolved mystery, what happened to them. Okay, I lost my grandparents. Okay, I didn't know them, but they died when I was just a baby, but I never had a chance to get to know them. I was not aware of it, but I didn't know. I was too young to remember, but it's a grief, like bunch of shit been going on. When I was an infant, I didn't know my grandparents that passed away because I was too young to remember what they looked like, and things just moved on, and apparently then the memory starts to come together, like once you go to sleep and your dream, and the spirits of your lost family members would come to you and tell you what happened to them and how they can help you solve any mystery of what happened to that loving family member. But it can be carried, it can be a warning. Maybe a good ones are warning you about something demonic. For instance, it hasn't happened to me in a while, but things happen a lot. That's just part of the world, part of our lives. It just happens. Can physical spaces absorb emotional energy? Yes, it can. Literally, it can. Spaces can actually absorb anything. Like, your physical body can leave the room, but your spirit will never leave. It's like trapped. in the house or in the room where it happened. My energy is all over the place, like all over the neighborhood, all over the house. I mean, my spirit is right here, right now, in this house, in this studio that I'm doing this video right now live, as you guys are tuning in, watching my video, listening to my podcast. And let's say if I leave any other place, my energy would still be there, even if I left my physical body. Or if I'm still alive, I would leave another town or another house. My spirit, my energy can actually stay where it is. It can be very absorbed. I'm very emotional, very sensitive, and my energy can actually be absorbed and it can stay wherever it is, or it can go wherever. It just depends. All right, we have 2 more and then we'll sign off. Could others enter the hallway and be affected the same way? Yes, it happens. Yes, others can. It's probably because they can be connected and they have a gift. Okay? Women and men can be like psychic mediums, maybe since childhood probably. Once a psychic person goes into the apartment or house and they start have emotional feelings, like be affected, and they can feel what is going on, they can, like, I don't know, go through what the spirits went through when they were alive. They feel what spirits can feel. They know what the spirits are going through. Like, I am an empath and I can feel what spirits can feel. They like show me what happened to them, how they felt. That is what the psychic people are. They go into the place and they start having emotional feelings because they lived through that emotional life. What happened to them? And the house can be very effective. The room can be very effective because that's where shit happens. People were tortured, people were mutilated somehow. They were like crying a lot, scared, screaming their asses off to like find the help as they can. But literally, psychics are always have that emotional. Once they step in, everything changes, and you get very emotional. Once you step out and leave the room or like leave the property, you no longer feel that. You are back to normal and you're connected somehow, but that's what it is. Last one. What if the hallway was never part of the original blueprint? I think it probably never was, but maybe it's because the apartments were built differently on the original blueprint. Maybe it's because they somehow added to the hallway to the apartment. Maybe like the house from hundreds of years ago, they didn't have hallways back then. Probably it was like one whole house, bunch of other shit. And like say in I don't know, 15th century, there was a woman who lived alone, maybe in the woods. She literally didn't have a bunch of rooms. It was one whole room, one house, one floor, and they didn't have hallways. She had a bunch of shit. Kitchen, bedroom. The bathroom was outside, probably. They didn't have a bathroom in the house back then. You have to like go outside and find a hiding spot so you can do your business or something. You had to go outside in the river, wash your clothes, and put your clothes in a clothing line to have them dried or something. That's how people once lived. I don't know, like 600 years ago. But right now, in our modern days, like in the 21st century, the house can be rebuilt and they can like add some hallways to the entryway, or like into the back of the house maybe, or upstairs. This was like the new blueprint. They just had to add to it. But on the original one, they probably didn't think about it until now. So yeah, my apartment is a basement, and we only have one small hallway, which is that goes between my boyfriend's office and our bedroom, and it's like two ways, either go to the office or go to the bedroom. But through the entryway, we don't have it because our building is old and they don't have any remodeling thing going on right now. Anyway, so we're out of time right now. I just want to say thank you for tuning in, and we are about to sign off. So I just want to say thank you for listening to my ghost stories, and I hope you guys have a great day. It is hot outside, and if you want to go outside, don't stay out there for too long. Make sure you drink your water to stay hydrated, and you can go back inside and do whatever you guys want to do. Anyway, I just want to say please click like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next episode. We'll be doing episode 27. So we will be doing the door with no room. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much, and good night. Bye.